Today's progress. Well, you can see we're having to take the dash pad off first. I got it down to the steering column. I got 2 bolts in the bag. Pull the bag out and then pull the steering column when you pull that pad off there. It is miserably hot. It's starting to get dark. Got a lot of stuff I got to put up and kind of do something with. I try to gab on these long enough to where I can post it on the YouTube without it trying to make a short for me. I don't like shorts, but whatever. We had our phone up in the window. Now we do have a little bit of 30 minutes worth of YouTube, but it, 30, 45 minutes of TikTok. Really couldn't get up in the screen and really talk and do something, so just making a daily progress report. People wanted to see something happen. I tried to pull out the wiring harness. I got it all, but got the emergency cable, got most of the wiring harness, but then it had a cord that went back in here. I don't know what it is, but it's fatness. It's fatness. We got to have all that for a motor swap. So, and I'm gonna cut the firewall out of this. I got the bit in the mail to drill the spot welds out and get the firewall out. That means I'll have to pull this motor out and pull this motor out and dash. Next, get this all apart. I get this drilled off. Probably need to pull the dash on the truck. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm going to make sure to pull that dash to where we can see if we can even get that crossbar in there. If you can get that crossbar in there, I know I can get the heater and AC and all that. But dude, it's pumped full of mouse poop. I've cleaned it up twice. It's got dog food in behind the pad for the steering column. It's a mess. I don't know if you can see that, but whoa. I thought we had it to where we could unplug it and get it out of the way, but it's still fighting us. I got the dash pad pretty much loose. Got 2 bolts in this. And we're going to still crank on it. Maybe a little bit tomorrow. I don't know. I didn't feel very good yesterday, so I took and got a little bit of that either mouse droppings or something. But when I took that last little swig of Mountain Dew after I took that headliner out, man, I got a little taste of that in my mouth. Whoa, we don't want to talk about that. But pretty foul stuff, and I don't know, just kind of I felt like sickly all day after that. Oh, update on the washers. We did have washer spray come in, and I'm just going to show you right here. It was trying to buzz me on the ear. I got them in the truck pretty bad too. I don't know if I killed them all, but right there it was. We sprayed that today, so it got most of them. They had about 10 or 20 on that. So I'm hoping to get it. We had some up in the door frame, up in the very part of the fender. And we had some more back in here. And then I opened up the gas lid and gave it a little squirt over here. Didn't see nothing on this one. So, I don't know. Hoping it ain't in there. But they were trying to buzz me on the ear a little bit. And I seen some hornets. Now, I did have a hornet's nest here on the back of the trailer. Right there where the air conditioner was. It's about big as a softball. That's why I went up through there and pulled all the reflectors off, got them siliconed. It still needs a paint job this year, but we might as well show you a little something like that. We'll just kind of make a video here. I about stroked out last night trying to get these marigolds in the ground. Let me tell you, I was struggling. I only did 10 plants, but I had to get a few things. We put these marigolds out, hoping to get a little something out of them nice. Maybe they'll look good. All the other ones are a lot bigger. I got some more started, but I try to keep them blooming all the way up till November. If you plant some early, mid, and late, they do. But they're good for bugs and all that kind of stuff. We got wood chips around it. But here's what they look like when they get a little bit bigger. Had 2 different varieties. I don't know, that one variety just ain't all that great. There's our tobacco. Had that one bloom come up. And now we got one getting ready to open again on this one. It ain't that big, but we got our tomatoes over here. Now, I did fertilize these once. So with that fertilizer, They got a little more size to them. You can see her tomato plants are coming up good. They didn't kill them. They're almost knee high. I hope they don't get real big. Right here's this other marigold. Man, that thing is, there's 3 or 4 there, I think. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them right there. So, a little bit of fertilizer they pick up. But they've got all this done up. Had a guy come down here. I think I'd had words with him over Facebook. He was trying to tell me I needed to cut some trees up for him. And he said, buddy, I don't know who you are. And I ain't got no insurance if I get hurt. Neither does he. Came down here and got him a couple little loads. You can see I planted these. Hoping they come up and they look good. I had a little hornet's nest right there. But they've got into my AC. I had all them lines straightened up. I had to make a complaint about that. But got the reflectors off. Got them siliconed up. But I got eat up right here. And they done a lot. They got that tree out of that line. That looks real good. Got me some wood chips out here. I know it's too early to be thinking about heat, but within about 4 months it's going to be cold again. I got to get a 220 heater. Something electric. That diesel heater keeps going down too much. And that's expensive. So, they covered them up a little bit. I don't know, it may have killed them. There's some marigolds, a little bit of tobacco. Those don't look too hot. They got covered up. Right there's some more marigolds. Got our flowers in here. Everything's looking pretty decent. But that's an update. I was going to try to maybe put some around this way, but you know, even in the back, but you know, it's so busy right there. You know, you got all your equipment and stuff like that. It ain't happening. So, but they got that tree out. It's all cleaned up. Everything's cleaned up. They got big piles of wood everywhere. People coming down bothering me. You know, they don't know to stay away from a green cone. They just roll up in here. Oh, it ain't no big deal. It is a big deal. You don't have insurance or something like that as far as workers' comp, don't want you down here, bud. People don't understand it, you know. That guy was a slip and fall and break his neck. There you are, losing everything you got just because he's stupid. You know, I don't want to be your friend. Got too many friends. Yeah, try to be good to people, but you know, I'm pretty sure that's the one that said something to me. He's got a wood burner, some kind of water boiler. It's a boiler basically outside, and you know, if anybody knows anything about wood, sycamore, it ain't worth nothing. You can put that whole truckload in and probably about 2-3 hours, it'll be gone. It ain't worth the fuel of packing it up and putting it nowhere. You know, if you wanted to clean some of it up, but I think it's the one I had words with. And he said something stupid. He's come down here before and said stupid things to me. Don't want people coming around, you know. You ain't got no business coming down here. I ain't trying to make new friends. He ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no money, wants something for free. That's anybody. Off of somebody that ain't got nothing. I ain't got much. It took me, I can show you a picture. It has took me 7 years to have a place to live again. From living at my sister's with no water, no electricity, and my family trying to take full advantage of me. I'm talking just stick it right in. Tried to say they was paying child support, this and that. Wasn't paying a dime. Ripping me off. Making fun of me. Got sent to the 3rd floor of the hospital over telling them that my son had passed away. I don't talk negative, but when somebody, you know, says something about family, and, you know, you go over to the child support office now. I got about beat to death over that kid. You know, and he'd passed away and they put him in my arms, you know. You want to hear some cold stories, I can give them. I just don't talk negative. I don't want to talk about things like that. But, we're trying to get her done. I'm stripping this old car. That might be a little more than I want to get into. I don't know. I thought that thing would pull out as an assembly. And then you could take that bar out and just make you some mounts and stick it up there with the AC brackets after you cut the firewall off. Usually a firewall bolt right up to it and it just unplugs. But, I don't know. That's what it's going to have to be. That's what it's going to have to be. I don't want to give up on the old truck. I'm not going to give up on taking that apart. I'm at least going to get it out there and get it drilled off and see what it looks like on the firewall. You know, like I said, worst come to worst, we'll drill that. We'll just cut out the the opening for the steering column. That way we can start that harness or whatever we got to do. We'll splice something together, get something going. But that's a wrap for me, and it is wicked, wicked hot. Have a good day.